Welcome to this special edition of the Blue Wave Sports Show. I'm Juan Galeano.
And I'm Roman Roberts. We're here on the season home opener where the Owls are facing Navy.
We're expecting a full house today and are welcoming our new head coach, Lane Kiffin.
And let's not forget some of our big name players that are on our roster now.
Yep, we've added quarterback DeAndre Johnson, defensive end Tim Bonner, and receiver John Franklin III, who are all known from the Netflix show Last Chance U.
Even our new quarterback coach, Coach Clint Trickett, was on the show.
We're so excited to see how this team performs this season with all the new changes.
We sent some of our very own Dallas Irwin to cover practice earlier this week, and he got a chance to talk to Reggie Bain, John Franklin III, and the Lane Kiffin to see what they've been working on this summer.
Thank you, Roman and Juan. Today, I caught up with our new FAU head coach and former Alabama offensive coordinator, Lane Kiffin, and asked him what part of the team he was most comfortable with.
I would say the defense. If we were playing a normal team, I think this game's such a wild card with what they do, and so hard to practice what they do that I don't think this game will dictate what our season's like on defense, whether we're good or bad.
He spoke briefly about sports science and incorporating it into his game plan.
I believe in it a lot. I think it's, I think it'd be naive of me not to look at things and always. It's no different than offense. We don't run the same plays that we ran 10 years ago, and so. If there's new information, new things that are better, why not look into them?
After interviewing Lane, I got a chance to talk to our offensive lineman, Reggie Bain. We asked him about who challenges him the most on defense.
I mean, all them guys pretty good. Leighton, he fast off the edge, so also is Tim. Hayden, he's getting better and better, so he's switching it up with speed and power. Snyder, he's fast, and he got long arms, so, when your arm's shorter than his, it's making it harder for me.
On the topic of Lane Kiffin changing the culture of this team, this is what Reggie had to say.
As far as we working harder, we making sure we focus on the little things, because if you focus on the little things, the big things will fall in place. So just stuff like that.
And what's your expectations for the season?
Wins. We're trying to win.
John Franklin III also stopped by to answer some questions.
Practice was good. It was a hot one, but we got a lot of work done. Just trying to grind and get ready for this game coming up.
When asked how he is different from the rest of the team, he had some fiery words to say.
I feel like I fit in good here. Bringing a lot of experience, playing at a higher level in bigger schools. We got a young group, and just give them an example to follow how to get things done in this business. And I feel like my standout, my speed, my natural athleticism. But other than that, I feel like I fit in pretty good.
Well, that wrapped up interview day. I see an owl-right season ahead of us. If we can just stay on track and trust in our coach, Lane Kiffin. Back to you, Roman and Juan.
As you can see, our Owls have been working super hard to prepare for this game.
FAU students have been preparing for this game by getting their tailgate on.
This is clearly the biggest tailgate FAU has ever seen. Taylor Smith went out and joined the party.
Hey, Owl fans, we are here at the first football game of the season in Lot 5. And if you are an FAU student, you know that Lot 5 means tailgate. Come on, let's head in and join the party.
Hundreds of FAU students have gathered together on this hot and sweaty Friday afternoon to kick off the football season. Some organizations got to the stadium to set up their tailgate hours before it even started.
We got here too early, we started too early, and we finished last.
Well, I helped set up the tailgate, so I got here about 3:30, I'd say.
Okay, what do you do to set up tailgate?
It's a lot of work, the tents and all, but the food, we had, cooking for 10 hours. There was a lot of effort.
What are you guys cooking? Why don't I have any food?
There's beef brisket, there's ribs, there's basically everything.
This is like a full course meal.
It's a full course meal.
Set up the tents, set up the fences, set up everything, made sure everyone else here had a good time. You always got to do that.
Not only did they put hours of preparation into this day, but they also wanted to make sure it was safe for everyone to enjoy.
Why are we all about safety? What's better than having a good time without any worries?
I'd say, honestly, hazing's not good. And I feel like it really detriments somebody's personality when you put them through something like that. And here at FAU, we don't tolerate that at all.
While everyone was dancing and having a good time, the football team made their way through the red sea of shirts led by FAU's very own Lane Kiffin. Owl fans are super excited to see how he can turn around this team.
We made it the best tailgate possible for you, Lane Kiffin. I hope you hear me. My name's the catcher. Killed today. Be Navy.
Lane Kiffin is a real leader and a real motivator for our current Florida Atlantic football team.
Yeah, Lane Kiffin!
I even got to speak with the one and only Owlsley, and he thinks the Owls are going to do better than ever this season. Everyone seemed like they were having such a great time, so I asked some of our fellow Owls what their favorite part about tailgate season was.
My favorite part about football season? I would say, meeting and joining with my fellow classmates who are also fellow Owls. Go Owls. And, it's good to meet your fellow student body, and I think this is a great opportunity to meet everybody.
The vibes, look at all the vibes we got out here. It's a vibe, guys. Yes, everyone's having fun, having a good time. That's what I'm talking about. This is what football season is.
To be honest, I love the tailgates, but this season I'm really excited to go watch my Owls play.
There even seemed to be a little bit of tradition happening out in the tents.
Every single game day, I always wear my overalls because I think that it's not good luck because that's what the past has shown, but it's just what I do.
The FAU students have never been more pumped for a football season before, and as the president of FAU would say,
FAU's on the rise.
Go Owls!
Go Owls!
Go Owls! Go Owls!
2, 3, Owls! Let's go. FAU, we gonna beat the Navy today!
I am tired. Tailgate season is no joke. These Owl fans are ready to go. I'm going to take a seat.
It looks like the fans are going to need just as much rest as the players.
But the party didn't stop at the tailgate. They kept the energy up the whole game. Claudia Faust joined fans and the students to get their thoughts on what the season will play out.
Owls have been hyped about this night, the season home opener since former Alabama offensive coordinator Lane Kiffin was announced as FAU's new head coach.
FAU released a statement 2 days ago saying that the stadium was going to be sold out of student tickets. There's a lot of energy in the stands tonight, and it's looking like it is going to be sold out.
This stadium has not seen this many fans since FAU played the Miami Hurricanes. The difference between the Miami game and this one, aside from the notorious new staff, there is a lot more of our home team's colors in the stands. With all the talk around Lane Kiffin, I wanted to see how fans thought the Owls would perform this season. The FAU women's tennis team is very optimistic that the Owls will have a great season under new head coach.
They're gonna kill it, we know it. Yes. Lane Kiffin is coming in hot and we're ready to win.
Have you ever seen the stands this packed before?
No, I don't know. I think it's a big year.
But it wasn't just students who were excited about our football team reforming. It's hard to miss retired firefighter Jim Slowiak in the stands with his flashy FAU helmet.
I'm a retired firefighter from Boca Raton, 33 years in service. And about 3 years ago, when they started wearing the red helmets, I had this one made.
That's awesome. I really like it.
Thank you.
Are you a season ticket holder, I take it?
Since day one.
Awesome.
All right.
So you've been to a lot of football games then?
I have been to 92% of all the games, away and home.
Wow, good for you. And how do you think we're going to do this season under Lane Kiffin?
Well, we'll see. I'm optimistic. I'm looking for a 6-6, maybe 7-5 season.
But for a lot of fans, this was their first football game. All it took was a new staff to come out and see what the Owls are all about.
Right now the energy is crazy and I'm loving it so much.
Do you feel really lucky that you're coming to FAU? We have a new head coach.
I mean, it's FAU. We're in the beautiful city of Boca Raton. We got an awesome coach coming through, so this season's going to be awesome.
How many games do you think we're going to win?
So we got I think 13 games in the season. So I mean, I'm going to think like 8 out of 13. I'm giving us 8 out of 13.
That's been a popular number today, so I'm thinking you might be right.
All right, I'm on the right track.
Are you going to come to the rest of the games this season?
Listen, my major is in sports management for no reason, okay?
All right. Can we get your best Go Owls?
Go Owls!
No matter what your opinion is, there's definitely been a lot of change to the Florida Atlantic University football program, and fans are more amped than ever to see what the team can do this season. For the Blue Wave Sports Show, I'm Claudia Faust.
Owls on 3. 1, 2, 3, go!
There's definitely mixed feelings about what this season will bring. One, how do you think the season will play out?
I honestly think we're going to have a good season. With the addition of Lane Kiffin and the new players from last chance U, they did great on the show. I think we're going to have a good season. What do you think, Roman?
Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing Coach Lane Kiffin coach the team up, and the players have been really positive this summer, so let's hope they go out there and beat Navy today.
How about we get through the first game? Avery Roberts is out on the sidelines right now.
With a new coach and a revamped roster, FAU looks to open up the football season with a bang. The Owls were able to move the ball early with big plays like this 28-yard pass from Daniel Parr to Harrison Bryant. But the Owls found themselves struggling to finish drives, with numerous overhead snaps crippling the offense in the red zone. The Owls struggled on defense as well, having no answer for Navy's triple option rushing attack. The game was not a total loss though, as the Owls still managed to make big plays, like this 63-yard touchdown pass from Daniel Parr to DeAndre McNeil. The Owls fall to the Navy midshipmen, 42-19.
Thanks, Avery. What a great way to start the season with lots of energy inside and outside the stadium.
We'll see all of you on Saturday, September 16th at 8 p.m. in the stands as the Owls take on Bethune-Cookman.
Tune in to the next edition of the Blue Wave Sports Show.
And follow us on social media at FAU_OWL TV. Go
Owls!
Owls!